as you can see, I'm starting YouTube again. We've done this before. I've done a climactic start, and I've done videos and then stopped. And I've come back and I've done a video and then stopped. And I've done that once more. And all those times in the past, it had been, I know I need to have a personal brand because it'll benefit me in the long run. And I want to have a personal brand, but there was no motivation. There was no really like plan or idea on how to actually execute on that. So most of those videos were solely just a gym trip. I would go to the gym and I would record that session, and that would be the end of the video. But now it's different. And the reason it's different is because what I'm doing in my life is I'm working very hard to become successful. And there's no question in my mind that I will become successful. It's guaranteed. The only thing that'll stop me is if I die. And so I'm continuing to work on it every single day and pursue it so heavily. And so my excuse and my thought process for why I wasn't even going to do my personal brand yet, because I really wanted to, and my excuse was like, okay, well, I have nothing to film. All it is that I'm doing is working. And so I'm going to wait until I get my first win. And I've gotten past the failing and the attempts, and I've gotten to my first win, which would be becoming my own boss. I'm working for myself full time. I have the money in. And that was when I was going to start the YouTube channel. But I was talking to my friend from Spain, and he's also pursuing life heavily. He wants to be an entrepreneur. In fact, we want to do businesses together later on in life. But we were talking about it, and I was giving my excuses of why I don't think I should do it yet. And he pointed me to Iman Gadzhi's YouTube channel. And I'm like, and he's like a bigger fan of him than I am. I don't really watch his stuff, but he pointed me to his YouTube channel because if you go to his videos and you select oldest, his oldest videos are from 9 years ago. And they were all gym content. But and after about 11 videos, he switches over to doing more than just gym content. The reason I bring that up is because Iman Gadzhi, if you don't know who he is, he's got 5.4 million subscribers now. And he has his own businesses. I think he's worth like $80 million or something like that. But he's done it. He's done it. He's made it there. He's extremely successful. He's done really well. And the reason I bring that up is not because I'm motivated by Iman Gadzhi, but because he decided to start documenting the process before he had reached success. And that's what I want to do, and that's why I'm deciding to start filming and documenting sooner rather than later, because I want to be able to point back to my channel in 10 years from now and say, and maybe not even say anything, but there's where I was and here's where I am now. And the difference is extreme. And back then I was working hard, but I wasn't successful. My life wasn't attractive. But where I knew where I wanted to be, and I knew where I was going to go, and so I wanted to document the process. And so like I am extremely motivated, and I really want to, and I know that I will get to the point where I'm able to build things, in the sense that like building projects, organizations, businesses, and I'm really motivated, and I want my videos to eventually capture this feeling of when you watch like a Daniel Dallin video. If you don't know who he is, I get most of my motivation into why I want to do a personal brand and just why I want to work hard besides my own personal reasons, but like from Daniel Dallin and Alvaro Gellings. When I watch an Alvaro Gellings video or a Daniel Dallin video, the feeling that I get from that is like motivation to go in and to work hard and to achieve life at a different level than everybody else's. And it's different from when you go and watch like a Mr. Beast video. When you watch a Mr. Beast video, you have millions of people that watch that video. Everyone that comes away from that video, nobody feels motivated. Nobody feels like, I'm going to go and pursue life more because I just watched, I don't know. I don't really watch Mr. Beast, but something crazy, right? It's extremely entertaining. And you don't get motivation from that. But in Alvaro Gellings, he's only has about, let's look it up. Alvaro Gellings only has 8,000 subscribers. But those subscribers are a different type of human being than the type of person that watches a Mr. Beast video, right? Because the person that comes in and watches Alvaro Gellings as he's building in public is what his idea is for his channel, is he's building his businesses in public so people can see the process. It's the same with Daniel Dallin. And so that's what I want to portray in my videos. But it's not there yet. And so right now, that's not the goal. Right now is to document the journey, to journal the process, and so that there is that history on the channel. There is that ability to look back to the before I found success, to the grind, when it wasn't attractive, when it wasn't desirable. And so that's what this is. That's what the goal is now for the content, is to produce content that is simply just to track my progress, to talk about what I'm working on, to kind of document the steps in order to that when I get to the point where I've made it, in a sense, even in just like the smallest point. Like once I get to that first win of just being my own boss, even once I'm there, there'll still be that history of the channel. So that people can go look back. What was I doing before I became my own boss? How did I get there? And so yeah, that's what this is, and that's what it's going to be.